I keep getting tagged in this video about this woman talking about how these days, all these kids who are going no contact, this big trend, it's because of memes on the internet. Like it's because they're taught not to stick in relationships, and if it looks a little bad, just to ghost their parents. And then she goes on to say, and she has 2 out of 3 children who are no contact with her. She goes on to say, and let me just tell you, before anyone comes at me, this is not the space where they get validated, meaning children. This is not the space where I'm taking accountability. I went through stuff too. My parents didn't take accountability. I'm not taking any. I'm not taking the blame for this. I'm not validating anything. So it's because of memes on the internet that your children don't want to talk to you? Huh? No, this isn't that. So let's break this down. First of all, children don't just ghost their parents when they become adults. If you're an adult survivor of child abuse and you're low or no contact with your parents, raise your hand, give me a hand in the comment section. If you tried desperately to work things out with your parents and stick into that relationship. If you begged them to go to therapy or asked them to at least have conversations with you, or maybe you did neither of those things and you were willing, I've done this, to let the whole past go and never have that conversation, but only ask them to at least now show up in a kind way and respect your boundaries. So raise your hand if any of the above of those happened. And by the way, I did all of it. All of it. The parents who come to the table, guess what happens? They build relationships with their children. Because those are the relationships that were about passing on trauma and family dynamics and not actual child abuse. And when I say actual child abuse, let's not forget that emotional abuse is emotional violence, and it qualifies. The parents who are going, I'm not going to validate you in any kind of way. Well, if they didn't see you then and they're not going to see you now, what kind of relationship is there to stick into? Oh, the one that continues to be abusive while they blame the internet for the fact that their children want nothing to do with them.